Welcome back. Next is about function overloading. This also we have seen before. Here what happens is C++ allows two or more function to have the same name. I repeat, two or more function can have the same name provided they have different signatures. Already I have told what is signature in the class many times. Signature means the number, the type, the sequence of formal arguments of function. Look at this statement. This is a meaning for this. What is the type? What is the sequence? And what is the number of formal arguments? Provided they are different, your C++ allows two or more functions to can have the same name. Let us see a small example for this. So very simple, anybody can understand this. We have two functions with the same name, but the signature is different. If you look at this, the first add is having two parameters, both are integers, the numbers are different, and the second one is again add is a function which takes three integers. So look at the statement. This is a definition for this, which is going to add two integers, and the second one which is going to add three integers. And let us see the main function. So x comma y, x is equal to add. So what happens, which is going to match the first prototype. First one is nothing but function with two parameters. So obviously it will come to this. Your system will understand this. So this is going to find the sum of 10 and 20. And when the controller come across the statement add 30 comma 40 comma 50, which is nothing but a function with three parameters, which is going to match the second prototype, which is nothing but this function with three parameters. So what happened? What is the definition for this? So definition says which is going to find the sum of a, b and c, and this will be returned, and the returned value will be stored in a variable called y. So we are done with this. So look at, we have two functions add, here also add, only the difference is they have different signatures. That's it. Yeah. So next is if you want, you can have a default value for formal arguments to function. Think that you have three three default they have three formal arguments. You want to set default value for that. Let us see how we can do it. So if you look at this, we have an add function, we have another add function which takes three parameters, and one takes two parameters. So in this case, what happened? So I'm writing a function which takes three parameters. Look at my function definition, which is having three parameters. But look at my function call. The first one gives three parameters, second one takes two parameters. But still it is fine. Why? Because it says, look at my function declaration. It says if the third argument is not supplied, you take it as a default value, which is 0. So here what happens? When I call the function first time, since the thing 10, 20 and 30, so have three variables. A is going to be 10, B is going to be 20, and C is going to be 30, which is going to find sum of these three numbers, which is going to be 60. Next time what happened? This is my function call add 40 comma 50. So it will search for a function declaration, and it says there is a default value. If C is not supplied by the programmer or the application program, you can take it as 0. So in this case, again it will be calling the same function definition. In this case, what happened? A is going to be 40, B is 50, and C takes default value, which is 0. This is your C value. So in turn, which is going to find the sum of 40 plus 50 going to be 90. So next is the default value for more than one argument. Think that you need to have default value for more than one argument. That is also fine. Look at this statement. So if you look at this, we have three parameters. If you look at this, we have two parameters. Here it is, we have one parameter. This also works fine. Look at this. Initially, what is add have three parameters. Your system will be happy because know which you have a function declaration or prototype which is having three parameters. So it will come to this. What is my A is 10, B is going to be 20, and C is going to be 30, which is going to find the sum of 10, 20, 30, which is going to be 60. Next time what happened, Y is equal to add 40, 50. It says if the programmer supplies only two parameters, third value we can take it as 0. So what will be the output for this? A is going to be 40, B is going to be 50, and C is going to be 0, which is it's nothing but sum of 40 plus 50 is going to be 90. Look at the third case, add. It will search for function declaration. There is no declaration for this. So your system will understand, okay, I have to take default value for this. Now what happens? My A is going to be 60, A is 60, B is going to be 0, and C is going to be 0. So which in turn is going to find the sum of 60 plus 0 plus 0 is going to be 60. So this is all about this. So instead of writing this is another way of writing int in 0 in 0, you can write it as this way also. You can write it. This is also fine. So this is all about the default values. So please remember what is function prototype. Function prototyping. Let us function overloading. Function overloading. Help us with this. We can have a function with same name. We can have two or more functions with the same name but different signatures. So please recall. So these are the examples for this. We have function, two functions with same name add, but they take different number of parameters. So that's all for now.